You check your bank account. It says $143.72. Your rent is due in 12 days. Your textbook bill just hit. Your friend just invited you on a spring break trip you absolutely cannot afford. And you're sitting there thinking, how is everyone else doing this? How is everyone else traveling, investing, buying things, while I'm over here calculating if I can afford Chipotle? That's literally most students. And here's the thing. It's not that you're bad with money. It's that nobody ever showed you how to generate money while you're still in school. My name is Layla, and I spend way too much time thinking about how to make $10,000 while still in school. If you're someone who feels constantly broke, stressed about tuition, or tired of watching your bank account hover under $500, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're not talking about cutting coffee. We're talking about building $10,000 while you're still a student, without dropping out, without selling your soul, and without pretending you have 40 free hours a week. Most people believe you can't make serious money until you graduate. Look, that's just not true. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average college student works about 20 hours per week during school. The average hourly pay? Roughly $15 an hour. Let's do basic math. 20 hours times $15 equals $300 per week. $300 times 16 weeks, one semester, equals $4,800. That's one semester. 2 semesters? $9,600. You're almost at $10,000. And that's just from an average part-time job. So here's what most people don't realize. It's not about whether $10,000 is possible. It's about whether you structure your time and strategy correctly. And this is where it gets really interesting. $10,000 sounds big, but let's break it down. $10,000 divided by 12 months equals $833 per month. $833 divided by 4 weeks is about $208 per week. $208 divided by 7 days equals $29.71 per day. That's less than $30 a day. When you look at it that way, it stops being impossible and starts being a math problem. And money is almost always a math problem disguised as an emotional crisis. According to research from the American Psychological Association, financial stress consistently ranks as one of the top stressors among young adults. Why? Because uncertainty feels threatening. Your brain treats money instability like physical danger. That's why when you're broke, you make worse decisions. A Princeton study found that financial stress can reduce cognitive bandwidth equivalent to losing about 13 IQ points temporarily. 13. That's the difference between average and borderline struggling. So if you've been feeling behind, it's not because you're stupid. It's because stress is hijacking your thinking. Which is exactly why we need structure. We're going to build this using 3 pillars: stable base income, high leverage skill income, and opportunity income. Let's break each down. Here's the thing. You need predictable cash flow first. Not sexy, not viral, predictable. Campus jobs are underrated. Why? Flexible scheduling, close to your dorm or classes, often understanding supervisors. Let's say you work 15 hours per week at $15 an hour. 15 times $15 equals $225 per week. $225 times 32 weeks, that's a school year, equals $7,200. You're already 72% of the way to $10,000, and you didn't even do anything entrepreneurial. If you qualify for federal work study, it's literally subsidized by the government. Schools want to hire you because part of your wage is covered. Translation, you're easier to employ. Now you might be thinking, Layla, I already have classes. I don't want to be exhausted. Totally fair. Which is why this is the base, not the whole strategy. We don't want burnout, we want momentum. This is where most students miss the opportunity. Here's what most people don't realize. Your earning potential isn't determined by your degree. It's determined by the skills you can monetize right now. According to Upwork's Freelance Forward report, freelancers in the US earn a median of $28 per hour, nearly double typical student wages. Now imagine this. Instead of $15 an hour, you earn $28 an hour. Let's say you do 8 freelance hours per week. 8 times $28 equals $224 per week. $224 times 40 weeks equals $8,960. That alone almost hits $10,000. So what skills can you learn fast? Video editing, social media management, basic graphic design, copywriting, AI prompt optimization, website building with no-code tools. You don't need to be elite. You need to be slightly better than someone overwhelmed. That's it. Here's your step-by-step. Week 1, pick 1 skill. Not 5. 1. Week 2. Practice 1 hour per day. Use YouTube. Use free resources. Week 3. Create 3 sample projects. Mock Instagram posts. Fake brand website. Before-after video edit. Week 4. Pitch 20 small businesses. Local restaurants, student clubs, TikTok creators. If 20% respond, that's 4 clients. Even at $200 per project, 4 times $200 equals $800. That's almost a month's target. And that's beginner level. When you move from hourly wages to skill-based pay, something shifts. You stop thinking, how many hours can I survive? And start thinking, how much value can I create? That identity shift is powerful. It builds confidence. And confidence compounds. Opportunity income is money from things like selling digital notes, flipping items, tutoring, scholarships, referral bonuses. Let's talk flipping for a second. Look, I know some people roll their eyes, but here's the math. If you buy textbooks at the end of the semester for $20 each and resell at the start for $45, profit per book equals $25. Flip 40 books equals $1,000. That's one cycle. Or tutoring. Charge $30 an hour for math tutoring. 5 hours per week times $30 equals $150. $150 times 20 weeks equals $3,000. Now layer this. $7,200 base job, $4,000 freelance, $2,000 flipping and tutoring. You're at $13,200 as a student, without 60-hour work weeks. Now you might be thinking, I don't have time. Let's audit that. According to data from Rescue Time, the average person spends over 3 hours per day on their phone. 3 hours. If you redirect just 1 hour into skill building, that's 365 hours per year. If that skill pays you $25 an hour, that's $9,125 in potential earning power. Time isn't missing, it's misallocated. I'm not talented. Neither was anyone before they practiced. Skill is built, not assigned at birth. What if I fail? Good. Failure while you're in school is cheap. Failure at 35 with a mortgage? Expensive. This is your sandbox. This might sound strange, but being broke right now? It's leverage. You have low fixed expenses. You don't have dependents. You can experiment. Here's what most people don't realize. If you graduate without ever learning how to generate income independently, you'll rely entirely on a job. And jobs are fine, but dependency is fragile. Learning income creation early changes your entire trajectory. I once mentored a student who was working 25 hours a week in retail. Exhausted, angry, always broke. We shifted 10 of those hours into learning video editing. Within 3 months, he landed a $600 per month retainer editing for a YouTube creator. 6 months later, he replaced his retail job. Not because he was a genius, because he focused. And that first $600 did something psychologically powerful. It proved he wasn't stuck. That's what the first $1,000 does. It rewires you. Let's say you hit $10,000 this year. If you invest that in a simple S&P 500 index fund averaging 8% annually, in 10 years, that becomes about $21,589. In 20 years, roughly $46,610. That's from one focused school year strategy. Most students graduate with debt. Imagine graduating with skills and capital. Different energy, different confidence, different choices. Let's simplify your action plan. Step 1. Secure 10 to 15 hours of stable income. Step 2. Choose one monetizable skill. Step 3. Train daily for 30 days. Step 4. Pitch aggressively. Step 5. Add one opportunity income stream. Step 6. Track weekly earnings like it's a scoreboard. Turn it into a game. Humans are competitive. Compete with your past self. Look, $10,000 is the target. But the real goal? Proof. Proof that you can create money. Proof that you're not trapped. Proof that school doesn't have to equal survival mode. And once you prove that to yourself, you stop thinking like a student who's broke and start thinking like an operator. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need rich parents. You don't need some secret crypto play. You need math. You need skill. You need consistency. And honestly, you're more capable than you think. So here's your challenge. In the next 24 hours, choose your skill. Comment below what it is, because once you declare it, you're accountable. And if this video helped you rethink what's possible while you're still in school, hit subscribe, because we talk about money here in a way that actually makes sense. Stop waiting for graduation to start building your life. Start now. I'll see you in the next one.